So one of the stories that has come out right now, the what has to happen with the reconciliation process is that certain resolutions are passed in each chamber, which allows the committees to begin to fashion their portion of this big bill that hopefully will be about $1.9 trillion. I would be happy if it was $2.5 trillion, to be honest with you, but that is probably not in the cards. I think $1.9 trillion is going to be the ceiling for this, most likely. Joe Biden has already signaled that he is adamant that the checks be $1,400, which, because in the minds of this administration and in some, because of the 600 that went out in December, or presumably actually hit people in January, this $1,400 makes $2,000, which equals the $2,000 pledge.
Pretty manipulative marketing on the Biden campaign's part.
Well, here's what's problematic with it, is that the reason why he wants to maintain this promise, he has said very clearly, is because he doesn't want to start his administration off with a lie. And so it is a political matter that he's talking about. He said $2,000. In his mind, it's not a lie because 1,400 plus 600. But here's the problem. If you need to explain that, unless you have the opportunity to put yourself in every one of those envelopes where that check is going and get there and explain it, when it shows up, if this is a political matter, you are losing if you need to explain that much. And I don't think there's anybody out there who is making the argument that if we were to give $2,000 as a policy matter, it would be that it would be detrimental to the economy. It is really just a function of, we chose a number. It is like, it's the old marketing thing. This is $49.99, not $50, $49.99. And that's why we're going to pass it.
Well, okay. And also he's already starting off his administration on a lie because he campaigned on $600 per week unemployment. And his bill is $400 a week unemployment. So I just, like, there's this real cognitive dissonance that he displays, and sometimes in like very aggressive ways, that we saw on the campaign trail and we're seeing glimmers of at the start of his administration.
But so be that as it may, they're going through this. He has already signaled that they would lower the income threshold. And let me just address that too for a moment. As a policy matter, as a political matter, it may not be a bad thing to do to lower the threshold. As a policy matter, what is problematic with this is that the numbers that they are basing upon your income level as to determine whether you are eligible for this $1,400 check, which should be a $2,000 check, whatever, are from 2019. And so if you have lost your job, if you have had more expenses, if maybe you're in a two-person household and one person has decided, I'm cutting back on hours because I got to deal with my kids who can't go to school. I mean, there are literally dozens of reasons why, in this environment in particular, but just also in general, why the income level that you had in 2019 could be significantly lower in 2020. Now, I suppose there's some who are like, well, my income's a little bit higher, but the point is, you have a tremendous amount of suffering that's going on in this country. And why would you not err on the side of helping more people that need it rather than helping less people that need it? This is it is both from a policy perspective and from a political perspective, I think, a huge miscalculation.
Yeah.
Well, and go ahead.
Go on. No, I thought you were done.
All right.